Yes, very good afternoon, my dear friends. Guys, good afternoon. Chalo, done. Apologies for delay. There was some medical discussion, so that's why I got a little late. Chalo, done. Thank you very much. Done, my dear friends. So, friends, we are done with set off and carry forward of losses. And we're also done with discussion about the small topic called advanced tax. I'm sure we are clear till this point, everybody. Beta bolo. Chalo, good. Fair enough. Tell me, my dear friends, quickly. Come on. What is section 5627B? Section applies when issue price is more than face value. Taxability is on difference between issue price and fair market value, and section applies only to a company in which public are not substantially interested. बराबर है my dear friends? ये क्या surprise है भाई? 5628. Interest on compensation, interest on enhanced compensation, tax in the year of receipt after reducing standard deduction at the rate of 50%. बराबर है ना? Online था क्या इतने दिन? Oh बढ़िया. 5629. Advance money forfeited on or after 1/4/2014 will directly tax under income from other sources. 56 gift. How many categories are there? 5. What are the 5 categories? Sum of money, movable property received without consideration, movable property received for inadequate consideration, immovable property received without consideration, immovable property received for inadequate consideration. And last case, we will tax only when the difference is more than 50,000 and the difference is more than 10% of the consideration. दोस्तों सबको क्लियर है? Wonderful. 56 Sukanya. Wonderful. What is section 1011A? Sukanya Samruddhi scheme. 1016. Scholarship granted to meet cost of education. 1017. Daily allowance, constituency allowance to MPs and MLAs. 1017A. Awards and rewards given by central government or state government. 1018. Pension and family pension to gallantry award winners. Paramvir Chakra. Veer Chakra. Good. 1019. Brilliant. What is section 1026 AAA? Sikkim is individual. क्या बेटा इनका concept? Income from any source in the state of Sikkim, dividend or interest on security from anywhere in India. 1032. Clubbing of income of minor child will club in the hands of that parent whose income is higher. That is given by 64(1)(a). And 1032 talks about what? Exemption. Kitna exemption? Amount clubbed or 1,500, whichever is lower. Good. Is that clear? No? Everybody. What is section 60? Transfer of income without transfer of asset. 61. Revocable transfer of asset. 62. Irrevocable transfer of asset. 64(1)(1). 64(1)(2). Remuneration of spouse from a concern in which other spouse has substantial interest. 64(1)(3). 64(1)(4). Transfer of asset to spouse. 5 नहीं है, फाइनल में आएगा. लॉ में ही नहीं है, याद है ना? हर चीज को मत बोलो, फाइनल में आएगा, फाइनल में आएगा. 64(1)(6). Transfer of asset to son's wife. 7. Benefit of spouse. 8. Benefit of son's wife. Keshav ji. क्या है बेटा? Clubbing will apply even in case of cross transfers. 1042. Interest on NRE account is exempt. It's not NRO, it is NRE. Brilliant. 10.7. Allowances and perquisites paid by government of India to an Indian citizen working outside India. Wonderful. Cute. Is that clear, no? Post office savings bank account. Kitna exemption? 3,500 for single account, 7,000 in case of joint account. दोस्तों, what is 80GGB? 80GGC? 80TTA? For non-senior citizen. TTB? Interest on savings bank and fixed deposit, any deposit. कोई भी चल सकता है. But कितना deduction इसमें? इसमें? Exactly. अपने लोगों को 10,000. बड़े लोगों को 50,000. हाँ? IFD का भी, किसी का भी, कोई भी डिपॉजिट, रिकरिंग भी हो सकता है, कोई भी डिपॉजिट हो सकता है. यस, एब्सोल्युटली. सब क्लियर है? 22. क्विक. 4 bit section for house property. 23(1). Computation for let out. 23(2). Computation for self occupied. 24(a). 24(b). 25. Interest payable outside India is not allowed as deduction if TDS is not done. and there is no person in India who may be regarded as an agent. 25A, recovery of unrealized rent or arrears of rent. 26, 27, 115BB, casual incomes. 115BB, 112, 112A, long-term capital on sale of equity shares or units of equity-oriented mutual fund or units of business trust through recognized stock exchange on which STT is paid. Will tax at the rate of on amount exceeding, same case short term, 15% on amount exceeding. Oh, wonderful, good. So clear enough, beta? Friends, are we clear? What is section 87A, 225A, 288A, 288B, rule 4. Very good. Rule 7A. 7A, percentage. 65, 35. 7B, coffee types. Ground and cured, roasted, grounded. Ground and cured क्या है बेटा? Ground, cured, roasted, grounded. Tea. Rule 7. Other than tea, coffee, rubber. याद है ना बेटा? Sir, clear no? Chalo. Can we, I'll ask you some questions. Think properly and tell me. House property loss. How many you can carry forward? House property loss. Speculation loss. Normal business loss. Unabsorbed depreciation. Indefinite period. What are those losses which can be carried forward only if return is filed within the due date? All except HP loss and unabsorbed depreciation. Good, smart answer. यार दोस्तों, पार्टनरशिप फर्म में अगर कोई पार्टनर रिटायर हो गया या चले गया मतलब क्या करेंगे? ऐसा मतलब ये क्या होता है? भेजा सर को लाने का, ये क्या है? Loss related to that share cannot be carried forward, but this won't apply to unabsorbed depreciation. दोस्तों, everybody, brilliant. Then, what is the answer for rule 119A? When we are calculating 234B, 234C interest, we will round off to nearest multiple of 100, and any fraction of 100 is ignored. Indirectly, it is lowest multiple. Yes? Everybody clear with that? All of us? Good. Let's proceed. So yesterday, we were in the middle of some work, but I could not complete that. That was your RTP. याद है ना बेटा आपको RTP? दोस्तों? So I'll take a little bit time on this, then I'll get back to our job. ये भी अपना ही काम है, but फिर भी ये तो डिस्कस करे थे हम लोग. इसका आंसर क्या बोलो? आप लोग बोले ही नहीं मेरे को कल. अच्छा, BSc वाला था ना, ये बाद में बात करने सोचे थे अपन. ये तो हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे ना. ऑनलाइन में कोई पूछ रहे थे मेरे से, सर ये लॉस कैसे सेट ऑफ करे यार? अरे बिजनेस इज कंट्रोल फ्रॉम देहरादून, मतलब RNOR को भी आएगा ना. RNOR इज टैक्सेबल इन 2 cases. बिजनेस इनकम कंट्रोल होली और पार्टली फ्रॉम इंडिया, प्रोफेशनल सेटअप इन इंडिया. ऐसा 6 मार्क को आएगा एग्जाम में. कितना स्कोरिंग है? एक और क्वेश्चन देखो. ये एक्चुअली मुझे कल ही बात करना था प्रीवियस क्लास में ही, बट टाइम बस नहीं हुआ था. अभी देखो पर क्या है, देखो. आकाश ओन्स व्हाट? रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी हुज म्युनिसिपल वैल्यू, फेयर वैल्यू, स्टैंडर्ड रेंट 160, 170, 190. ठीक है. अब देखो, हाउस हैज 2 units. Unit 1, 25% is utilized for his profession. Wow. And 75% is let out for residential purpose at a rent of what? 8,500. Municipal tax 8% of municipal value were paid during the year by Akash. Very good. He made the following payments: light and water, repairs, interest on loan taken for repair, 36,000. Akash has taken loan of 5 lakhs in July 2016 for construction of the above property, and construction was completed on 30th June 2019. मतलब क्या इसका? 1 जून कब लिया था लोन ये? 2016 से लेके 31 मार्च 19। अरे भाई 30 जून 19 मतलब बैक जाएंगे ना अपन। हाँ जुलाई लिया क्या? ठीक है, तो 17 हो गया। समझ में आ रहा ना बेटा? इससे लेके ये डेट तक, बट ये डेट 31 मार्च पीछे लेके जाएंगे ना, तो कितना वैल्यू है बोलो? 5 लाख का लोन है, इंटरेस्ट रेट किधर है? नेक्स्ट लाइन में दिया है 12% इंटू 9/12 हो गया। क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, ईयर भी तो देखो। (33/12) समझ में आ रहा है क्या? अरे इतना क्या सोच रहे यार? 1 लाख 1,65,000 इंटरेस्ट है, डिवाइड बाय 5। रुको 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 जरा। कंस्ट्रक्शन कंप्लीटेड व्हेन 30 जून 19, मतलब 1920 से डिडक्शन लेना चालू करेंगे। 1920, 2021, 21, 22, 23। तो ये साल में भी आएगा ना सर? क्वेश्चन समझ में आ रहा है क्या आपको? ये साल में रिकंस्ट्रक्शन इंटरेस्ट आएगा ना? कितना लेंगे? डिवाइड बाय 5, 33,000। दिस ऑल्सो आई विल टेक, दिस 36,000 ऑल्सो आई विल टेक। वो तो करंट इंटरेस्ट है, ये तो प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन इंटरेस्ट है, वो भी आएगा ये भी आएगा। आदि भाई नेक्स्ट, इनकम ऑफ आकाश वित्ता फ्रॉम हिज प्रोफेशन अमाउंटेड टू 8 lakhs without debiting house rent and other incidental expenses, including admissible depreciation of 8,000 on the portion of house used for profession. Wonderful. See the question what they asked? They didn't ask house property income, they asked what income? Brilliant. अब देखो सर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एचपी इनकम के लिए क्या करूंगा मैं? म्युनिसिपल वैल्यू, फेयर वैल्यू, विच एवर इज हायर, सब्जेक्ट टू स्टैंडर्ड रेंट। बोलो 160, 170 सब्जेक्ट टू 190, मतलब क्या है 170 इंटू 75%। हेलो कितना है? 127। रेंट रिसिट कितना है? 8,500 इंटू 12, 1 लाख एग्जैक्टली। तो मेरा जीएवी क्या बनेगा बेटा? जीएवी इज 1,27,500 लेस म्युनिसिपल टैक्स 8% ऑफ म्युनिसिपल वैल्यू, मतलब 1,60,000 इंटू 8% इंटू 75%। फिर से सर वो तो करना पड़ेगा ना, बैलेंस 117 लेस ले लो 24A बेटा, लेस ले लो 24B बेटा। ये तो हाउस प्रॉपर्टी का वर्किंग हो गया। हाउस प्रॉपर्टी वर्किंग हो गया ना दोस्तों? बोलो ये हो गया हाउस प्रॉपर्टी का वर्किंग। बट द प्रॉब्लम हियर इज इन द क्वेश्चन देयर इज अ प्रोफेशनल इनकम ऑफ 8 lakhs ऑल्सो। अभी देखो प्रॉब्लम क्या है, 8 lakhs में से 8,000 डेप्रिसिएशन लेंगे जो वो लिया नहीं, and I'll also reduce this light and water charges into 25%. I'll also reduce repairs into 25%. because पीजी में ऐसा कुछ है क्या स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन मिलेगा? पीजी में क्या है, जितना भी एक्सपेंस इनकम का रिलेटेड है उतना लेस करेंगे ना यार। समझ में आ रहा है क्या दोस्त? अरे क्वेश्चन समझे क्या आदित्य? मैं वापस रिपीट करूंगा, सुनो बेटा। सर देयर इज ओनली वन हाउस, इन दैट 75% इज लेट आउट। इसका वर्किंग अपन हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में कर लेंगे, ये तो सबको आता है कैसा करना, वो तो प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, अपन आराम से कर लेंगे, वो करेंगे ना। हाँ बाकी 25% क्या है? बाकी 25% क्या है? प्रोफेशन का है। प्रोफेशन का है मतलब हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में टैक्स नहीं करेंगे अपन उसको। हाउस प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स नहीं करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे? पीजीपी में दिखाएंगे। पीजीपी में कितना इनकम है? 8 लाख रुपए इनकम है, 8,000 रुपए डिप्रिसिएशन है, और जी जितना भी लाइट एंड वाटर चार्ज, रिपेयर्स, इंटरेस्ट जो भी है वो सब कुछ माइनस करेंगे ना। आप बिल्कुल मत बोलो सर आप ही ने पढ़ाया ना लाइट चार्जेस, वाटर चार्जेस सब लेना नहीं चाहिए। किधर नहीं लेना चाहिए? हाउस प्रॉपर्टी नहीं लेना चाहिए, इधर तो आएगा ना। मैं थोड़ा ना पूरा ले रहा हूँ यार, 25% ही लूंगा। I will take 25% only. So are we understanding what I'm talking? Speak out. अब आंसर देखो. Must question actually. I'm sure that is how they have done. ये देखो 127,500, 9,600, 30%. ये 96,750 कैसा आया? ये वर्किंग नोट किधर है? 60,000 करंट ईयर इंटरेस्ट, 33,000 ये प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन वाला वर्किंग अपन कर लिए. दूसरा लोन है 36,000. सर यस और नो सर? इसका कितना परसेंट? सर स्पीक आउट एवरीवन. ना अभी देखो प्रोफेशन का क्या सीन है? 8 लाख, वाटर का 25%, म्युनिसिपल टैक्स का 25%, वो भी लेना ना. अरे यार रिपेयर्स का 25%, इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन का 25%, फिर से इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन का 25%. स्टूडेंट इज आस्किंग सर प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन किधर गया? प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन क्यों आएगा मेरे भाई? प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन क्यों आएगा? प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन विल कम ओनली इन हाउस प्रॉपर्टी. सर एवरीबडी यू सी हियर किसका लिया अपन 25%? 36,000 का लिए, ठीक है ना? 60,000 का लिए, प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन का लिए क्या? Because there is no concept called pre-construction period in PGBP. PGBP only says whatever is your income, reduce all related expenditure, balance is your profit, pay tax. अच्छा है क्वेश्चन सर? I'm sure you like the question. Generally we are always used to a kind of question where we keep saying that half of the let out, half self-occupied. ऐसे क्वेश्चन देखते बैठे आज तक हम लोग. ये कुछ अलग क्वेश्चन है यार. दोस्त समझ में आया क्या? एवरीबडी आर वी क्लियर विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट? क्या हुआ अंजलि? रिपेयर के लिए? हाँ क्यों नहीं आएगा? मैंने कब बोला नहीं आएगा? अच्छा ऐसा सिर्फ 2 लाख का लिमिट के कॉन्सेप्ट में मैंने पढ़ाया. इन केस ऑफ 2 लाख लिमिट ओनली 3 कंडीशंस आर सैटिस्फाइड. लोन टेकन ऑन और आफ्टर 1/4/1999. It is taken for acquisition or construction. It is done within 5 years from the end of financial which loan is taken. All 3 satisfied, then limit is done. दोस्तों सबको ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है? Everybody sir done. That's the story of this brilliant question. When I saw the question I was like, man, nice, cute question है ये, actual cute. Is that clear? This point also I can discuss with you very soon once I talk capital gains coupled with depreciation concept. Depreciable asset, opening WDV, block, बात करेंगे. नेक्स्ट ये तो अपन कर लेंगे ना आराम से. अरे यार हाँ ये भी तो कर लेंगे आराम से. क्लबिंग वाला क्वेश्चन है. बट वी विल सी कैपिटल ऑलवेज ऑन फर्स्ट डे ऑफ प्रीवियस ईयर. बट इधर फर्स्ट डे ऑफ प्रीवियस ईयर इज ओनली 1 मई. आप वो देख के आपने ये बोला कि भाई अप्रैल नहीं है इधर मई तो नहीं लेंगे, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. एंड फर्स्ट पॉइंट यू सी, तुषार हैज अ फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट. ही इंस्ट्रक्टेड द बैंक टू क्रेडिट द इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिपॉजिट टू द सेविंग्स बैंक अकाउंट ऑफ राज, सन ऑफ हिज ब्रदर. भाई के बेटे को दे रहा है, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज गिविंग इनकम नॉट द असेट. क्लबिंग विल अप्लाई सेक्शन 60, ट्रांसफर ऑफ इनकम विदाउट ट्रांसफर ऑफ असेट. Next, Tushar's minor son derived 20,000 through business activity involving application of skill and talent. क्या करेंगे? Clubbing will not apply. खत्म नहीं यार. Sir, we are just done with some 6 lectures. And today is our 7th lecture. Yeah. Friends, I'm done with so many things. Next, ये तो करेंगे अभी. सैलरी वाला बात करेंगे बहुत जल्दी. बट ये तो आप कर सकते सर. एग्जाम में 99% क्या होता ना, सैलरी से अलग क्वेश्चन जनरली देते नहीं ये लोग. बहुत बार क्या करते, सैलरी का दूसरा हाउस प्रॉपर्टी या पीजीपी कंबाइन करके टोटल इनकम क्वेश्चन दे देते. एवरी टॉपिक इज इंपॉर्टेंट. डोंट एवर जज सेइंग दैट ये इंपॉर्टेंट है ये नहीं है. ये देखो, ही अर्न्स व्हाट सर? रेंटल इनकम 35,000 फ्रॉम 3 BHK फ्लैट. ही परचेज द फ्लैट फॉर 45 lakhs using the housing loan availed from employer. It was let out from जुलाई 2022 हाउस प्रॉपर्टी का वर्किंग करेंगे. करेक्ट नो फ्रेंड्स? स्पीक आउट. और लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम का बात करेंगे हम. ठीक है, ये तो पैन का है. सी दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन आल्सो कम सम टाइम where they will ask which case PAN is mandatory. We discussed in regular classes, but still I'll teach again very soon. Current account के लिए mandatory है, shares के लिए mandatory if it's more than 1 lakh. टू व्हीलर के लिए required नहीं है, अगर फोर व्हीलर के लिए required है, टू व्हीलर के लिए जरूरत नहीं है. And if you do any transaction more than 2 lakh, they are also required. ऐसा पढ़े थे हम लोग. Don't worry, I'll refresh your brains which were kept in refrigerator. We'll bring it outside and again wash it. क्या बेटा? नहीं ऐसे ही देखा, टाइम पास. Clear? You can see your last one. Current account mandatory, more than 1 lakh shares mandatory, two wheeler not required, payment is more than 2 lakh definitely required. Again this will come, we'll talk soon. Okay? Don't worry, I know what is there in your brain, what is not there in your brain, I know very well. मतलब brain मतलब I'm talking what you remember, what you don't remember. बाकी मुझे नहीं पता, बाकी आपको अच्छे से पता है. Good. Sir, I want to discuss RTP with you so that we get that comfort that we are also clear with RTP. ठीक है ना बेटा? Everyone? And the balance questions in RTP also we'll talk very soon. Can I go ahead? Everybody? Chalo friends, let's start discussion about income from capital gains. Some students' favorite topic. Sir, do you think this topic is important? I'll ask you why. Give me a right answer. Every topic is important, of course. वो तो है ही. And every time, my dear friends, one question will come in the exam from capital gains. And practically, it is so very common that people keep doing transactions of buying and selling. There's no doubt about it. Correct, my dear friends? Listen, first point. Sir, what is section 4? 22? Huh? House property. 4 is for salaries, income tax. 45(1) is the chargeability section for capital gains. Let's understand that first. Condition number 1. There must be a capital asset. Come on, sir. What is the language I wrote? There must be a capital asset. Now, what is capital asset? That is defined in 214, which says capital asset means property of any kind, movable or immovable, tangible or intangible. चलो बेटा क्या लिखा मैंने? Movable or immovable, tangible or intangible, whether or not. Come on friends, what is the line I wrote? Whether or not connected with business or profession. Come on guys, what line we wrote? Whether or not connected with what? Business or profession. That means whether related to your business or not related to your business, still you'll call it as what? Capital assets. So speak out, everybody. But does not include. But does not include. Chalo beta. Number 1, stock in trade. Sir, why it is not included? Common sense की बात है. Stock in trade will come under PGBP. Why it will come under capital gains? Correct, no? Second one, which we all know, rural agricultural land. याद है ना बेटा? What is rural agricultural land? Which is not urban. Very good, that is the answer. What is urban agricultural land? Within the municipality, population is not less than 10,000. Within 2 kilometers, population more than 10,000. Population more than 10,000. Within 6 kilometer, population more than 1 lakh. Within 8, population more than 10 lakhs. Very good, complete it. Shortest aerial distance. Aerial spelling. Very good. Stock in trade, rural agricultural land. Next. Personal effects. So what is personal effects? Personal effect covers movable property held for personal use. Sir, can I call my cell phone as personal effect? अरे बोलना यार. Yes. Spectacles, shirt, watch, gold chain. Yes. Answer is yes. But that's why they told, but does not include. क्या समझे? Jewelry, drawings, paintings, sculptures, archaeological collections, work of art. Boolean word is not there here. That word is there only in other sources. Sir, clear? Everybody. Next. National defense bonds. National what bond, beta? National defense bonds. Sovereign gold bonds under gold monetization scheme. Chalo beta, what is the language begin? Come on guys, what is the language I wrote? Sovereign gold bonds under what scheme? Gold monetization scheme. Scheme का नाम क्या है बेटा? Gold monetization scheme. ये बहुत खतरनाक scheme था, but did not work actually. What they told is, one day Modi came in front of TV and told, India, we have got tremendous gold. But he didn't tell like that. He will tell in different way, no? भाइयों और बहनों, मेरे प्यारे भारत वासियों, मित्रों, he will tell in this style, no? इंडिया में इतना ज्यादा सोना है जिसका कोई फायदा है नहीं. जो घर पे सोना है, जो निरुपयोग है, आप आके बैंक में जमा कीजिए, जिसके बदले में आपको एक सर्टिफिकेट दिया जाएगा. उसको ऊपर इंटरेस्ट भी देंगे, और अगर आपको सर्टिफिकेट भेजेंगे तो उस पर टैक्स नहीं लगेगा. So what he wanted to do is, when people will bring the gold to the bank, so that against the gold, what he'll give? Certificate. On that certificate, he'll give interest. And he told, I'll give exemption for interest. And also, when you sell the certificate, I'll not tax you. But it did not work practically. The reason it didn't work practically because the idea of the government was that when gold will come into the bank, they will find out the source of that gold and call it as unexplained until 115 BBE and tax 78%. अपने वाले कम होशियार है क्या? अपने वाले 1.5 होशियार है, 2.5 होशियार है. लोग लेके गए गोल्ड बैंक में, पूछ रहे कहाँ से आया? मेरे दादी का सोना है. तो नया क्यों दिख रहा है? मैंने चेंज कराया. दादी के दादी को कैसा आया? मेरे को क्या मालूम? पूछो जाके ऊपर. You want to go? हाँ. दादी के पास कुछ लिमिट नहीं है. How can income tax tell a limit how much gold you can hold? वो मेरी मर्जी है. I want to buy 10 kgs. Who will stop me? My money, my wish. Correct, no? नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. किधर लिखा है ऐसा? कौन से एक्ट में लिखा है? इनकम टैक्स में. इनकम टैक्स में तो रूल नहीं है. ग्राम्स में क्या होता है इंडिया में? हाँ, इंडिया में इतना इतना गोल्ड का शौक है जिसका कोई लिमिट ही नहीं है. हमारे उसमें तो एक शादी हो गया समझ. अगर वो फंक्शन में सही बंदा निकला, ही कैन मेक 1 crore इन जस्ट वन प्लान. प्लान मतलब सबका गोल्ड उड़ा दिया. करोड़ रुपए तो कम से कम निकलता उसके पास. एनीवेज, क्या बोला? साउथ वेरी गोल्ड. या पीपल आर गोल्ड, वी वेर गोल्ड ऑल्सो. ऑस्कर आया ना भाई, लेके आए ना. अरे क्या है रे भाई तुम लोग, किधर है? कौन से जमाने में है तू? Come on, get back. So what is the first condition? Come on guys, what is the first condition? There must be a capital asset. I repeat again, what is the first condition? चलो बेटा वापस. First condition, there must be a capital asset. Second one, it must be ट्रांसफर्ड. अरे हाँ, सही में. पिक्चर को नया है, गाने को आया, तेलुगु वर्जन को. क्या? अरे नहीं रे. चलो, what is the first condition, sir? There must be a capital asset. Second one, it must be transferred. Come on, getting back. What is the meaning of this word called transfer? So transfer मतलब 241. Very good. 247. 41 relative. Transfer includes sale, exchange. Sale. What beta? Exchange, relinquishment, extinguishment. So the difference between relinquishment and extinguishment is that relinquishment is basically for the asset, extinguishment is for the right. Right will extinguish. Extinguish means evaporate, khatam. Correct, no? Relinquishment, extinguishment. Then next one, पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी ट्रांजैक्शन. याद है बेटा ये लैंग्वेज? मतलब क्या? अग्रीमेंट डन, seller handed over possession, he has taken the money, registration is not done, but still you deem it to be sold. Next, conversion of capital asset into stock in trade. Conversion of what beta? Capital asset into stock in trade. Come on, which section gave all these things? 247. So clear, no? One more last point in transfer. There is something called compulsory acquisition. Remember this word, no? That when road widening is done, government has compulsory taken over. That is also regarded as transfer only. Friends, getting clarity? Everyone please reply, come on. What is the first condition? There must be a capital asset. It must be transferred, there is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना यार. लॉस है तो क्या करेंगे? सेट ऑफ. कैसे सेट ऑफ करेंगे? लॉन्ग टर्म ओनली विथ लॉन्ग टर्म, शॉर्ट टर्म विथ शॉर्ट टर्म एंड लॉन्ग टर्म नॉट पॉसिबल. कैरी फॉरवर्ड. हाउ मेनी इयर्स? 8 years. लॉन्ग टर्म का भी 8 years, शॉर्ट टर्म का भी 8 years. अरे यार कल क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने यार, इतने क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करें सेट ऑफ कैरी फॉरवर्ड का यार. दोस्तों क्लियर है सबको? डन. That's it. We are done with what? Capital gains? No. Chargeability section. What does chargeability section say? There must be a capital asset. It must be transferred. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. Repeat again, come on. There must be a capital asset. It must be transferred. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. One more time, repeat please. There must be a capital asset. It must be transferred. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. One last time. There must be a capital asset. Do we know what is capital asset? Yes. That asset must be transferred. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. Correct, no? Now I'll ask you one question. There is one person, Mr. X, who is a salaried employee. Okay? What he has done is, he sold his car. He sold his car. Is it taxable? Chalo. You got my question, no? Come on, guys. First question. Mr. X, a salaried employee, he sold his what? Car. Is it taxable under capital gain? No. Why? Because car will come under personal effects. अरे यार, any mobile but for personal use. Student is asking, सर आपको कैसे पता पर्सनल यूज है? बिजनेस भी हो सकता ना. सैलरीड एम्प्लॉय लिखा ना इसलिए, वरना पता है आपको, मुझे पता है आपका थॉट्स कैसे चलते हैं. बोलो. If no, then where is it taxable? IFRS, very good. Answer is not taxable. क्या बात कर रहे भाई? आपको एक स्टेटमेंट बताया था, याद है? Golden rule of income tax. All revenue are taxable unless exempt. All capital are exempt unless specifically taxable. Is this a revenue receipt or a capital receipt? And capital receipt, if it is not taxed in capital gains, it will not be taxed anywhere. If a capital receipt is not taxable in capital gain, then it won't be taxed anywhere, boss. समझ स्टूडेंट बोल रहा है वाओ, मतलब टैक्स भरने की जरूरत ही नहीं है सर. नहीं, बट प्रैक्टिकली कार पे प्रॉफिट नहीं आता, लॉस आता. If it's a depreciable asset, it will not come here, it will come under PGBP. Then you don't call it as personal effect. Then we will not call it as personal effect. For Shiva Teja, my car is not a personal effect because my car is sitting in my balance sheet under asset side. It's a business asset. Depreciable asset, what to do, we'll talk. वो बात करेंगे. अरे यार बोलना बेटा, क्या इतना शांत बैठे यार, बोलो जवाब दो. ऑनलाइन है या नहीं, वो रिप्लाई दो. Are we clear with this? Everyone, chargeability section, which section? 45(1). How many conditions are there? अरे रिप्लाई तो दे रहे ऑनलाइन में, क्या कर रहे, सो गए क्या आप लोग? हाँ गुड, नहीं दे रहे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. What are 3 conditions? First one, there must be a capital asset. It must be transferred. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. Friends, correct or not everybody? Are we clear with this? Come on, once again, what first condition? There must be a capital asset. It must be transferred. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. Are we fully clear with this? Everyone, sir? Good. Now listen. There is a gain or loss on account of such transfer. Now listen. Sir, we have something called short-term capital asset, long-term capital asset. Long-term capital asset means any asset other than short term. Short term means any asset other than long term. बोल दो, ठीक है, फिर हो गया. In short term, we have got three categories. Does not exceed 12 months, does not exceed 24 months, does not exceed 36 months. And in 12 months, we have got 4 points. Number 1, listed securities. चलो बेटा, क्या लिखा मैंने? Listed what बेटा? Security. Security मतलब shares, debentures, bonds, everything will come in that. Next, units of equity oriented mutual fund. Units of what? Equity oriented mutual fund. Units of UTI, Unit Trust of India. क्या हो दोस्त? Unit Trust of India. Last one, zero coupon bonds. Sir, heard this word, zero coupon bonds? What is a zero coupon bond? Zero coupon bond name only says zero. That means zero coupon bonds are those bonds which are issued at discount and redeemed at par. Par means zero coupon bonds are those bonds which are issued at discount, redeemed at par. Par मतलब क्या? Face value. Repeat again. Zero coupon bonds are those bonds which are issued at discount, redeemed at par. Par का मतलब? Exactly. Getting clarity, everybody? Come on, what are zero coupon bonds? Which are issued at discount, redeemed at par. Par का मतलब? Very good. Come on, guys. 12 months, what are all covered? Listed securities, units of equity oriented mutual fund, units of UTI, zero coupon bonds. Clear? Next, in 24 months, number 1, unlisted shares. Unlisted, what I wrote, sir? So if is unlisted debentures covered here? That means where is it covered? Any other asset. समझ में आ रहा ना बेटा? But in 24 months we have got one more thing called land and building. चलो बेटा, what is the bifurcation between long term and short term? Long term is something which is not short term. Short term का कितनी category है? 3 categories. 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. 12 months में क्या क्या बेटा? Listed securities, units of equity oriented mutual fund, units of UTI, zero coupon bonds. 24 months, unlisted shares, land and building. बराबर है ना? 36 months, any other asset. Friends, are we clear? Everyone, reply दो बेटा. पक्का? I have a question now. Think properly and tell me. Mr. Shiva Teja purchased a land on 6/6/16 and is sold on 6/6/18. Is it long term or short term? क्वेश्चन समझेगा बेटा? चलो बोलो, इज इट लॉन्ग टर्म और शॉर्ट टर्म? We'll classify it as long term because 24 months is over from 6/6/16 to 5/6/18. Correct, my dear friends? As good as celebrating our birthday. When our birthday comes, the day starts, no? A next fresh year started, no? सर स्पीक आउट. समझ में आ रहा है क्या सबको? चलो 12 मंथ्स में क्या क्या है बोलो. 12 मंथ्स में क्या क्या है बोलो. बोल तो लिस्टेड. अरे 12 मंथ्स में भाई listed securities, then units of equity oriented mutual fund, then units of UTI, then zero coupon bonds. Where is debt oriented mutual fund covered? Any other asset? Unlisted debentures, unlisted shares, building, shares of Reliance Industries. 12. Shares of Expert Private Limited. 24. Building. Sir, clear na beta? Now we have understood how do we classify between long term and short term. Now the big question which I'll ask you is that when we classify as long term and short term, what difference it makes? Wonderful. First point, tax rate is different, where we know something called 112A, 111A, 112. ये 112A क्या है? Listed sale of equity shares, units of equity oriented mutual fund or units of business trust through recognized stock exchange on which STD is paid. 112 general rate for LTCG. ये 111A क्या है? सेम सिनेरियो शॉर्ट टर्म. अब कोई और शॉर्ट टर्म है तो वंडरफुल स्लैब रेट्स. इन सिंपल टर्म्स नॉर्मल रेट्स. डिपेंड्स. पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म 30%. सर क्लियर नो? So fundamental difference number one, if it is long term, short term, it makes a difference in what? Tax rate. Now one more difference is that in case of long term and short term, there is a difference in computation mechanism. There is a difference in what? Computation mechanism, where we start with something called full value of consideration. What value beta? Full value of consideration. In short, we call it as FVC. From that, we will reduce expenses on transfer other than STD. STD का मतलब क्या है? Securities transaction tax. Securities transaction tax cannot be reduced. Securities transaction tax cannot be what beta? Reduced. Chalo friends, what did we start with? Full value of consideration. Reduce what? Expense on transfer other than STT. Then balance what we got? Net sale consideration. From that we reduce something called indexed cost of acquisition. But when I talk about something called short term, we start with the same full value of consideration. We reduce expenses other than STT. We get net sale consideration and we reduce cost of acquisition. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा? This concept of indexation is only and only in case of what? Long term. Now what is the meaning of this word called indexation? होता क्या बेटा indexation मतलब? It is as good as time value of money. But income tax is telling we will decide what is the time value of money. Where they told take your cost of acquisition. Take your cost of acquisition. Multiply by CII in the year of transfer. Sir CII का मतलब क्या बेटा? अरे पढ़े ना यार तुम लोग. Cost inflation index. कॉस्ट इन्फ्लेशन एंड एग्जाम में वो खुद बताएंगे आपको इंडेक्स नंबर्स क्या है. बट आपको ये याद रखना पड़ेगा दैट इज फॉर 22-23 फाइनेंशियल ईयर इंडेक्स नंबर इज 331 and index number started with 2001-2 for which it is 100. वो और ये याद रख लो, बीच का जो भी एग्जाम में आएगा क्वेश्चन खुद बताएगा इंडेक्स नंबर क्या है, ठीक है ना बेटा? गुड. सी एंड देयर ऑफ ट्रांसफर है डिवाइडेड बाय CII in the year of what beta? Acquisition. Chalo friends, what did we start with? Full value consideration rate less what? Expenses on transfer other than STT. From that we reduced what? Index cost of acquisition. Then what we have is index cost of what beta? Improvement. And improvement is always capital improvements. See here, long-term capital gain, from which we have got some exemptions what we are going to learn. And once we reduce that exemptions, my dear friends, what we get is called taxable long-term capital gain. सर केस समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा? दोस्तों, everybody, and for short term also we have some exemptions. Once we reduce that balance, what we get is called taxable short-term capital gains. कैसे शंक? बंद कर दो. CII, cost inflation index. Are we clear with this, my dear friends? So long term, what did we start with? So if somebody is asking you a question, बेटा अगर लॉन्ग टर्म है या शॉर्ट टर्म है क्या फर्क पड़ता है, क्या जवाब देंगे आप? पॉइंट नंबर 1, टैक्स रेट में फर्क है. पॉइंट नंबर 2, कंप्यूटेशन मैकेनिज्म में फर्क है. इंडेक्सेशन बेनिफिट इज ओनली फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म बट नॉट फॉर, नाउ लिसन हियर. So indexation benefit, is it a benefit, my dear friends? How is it a benefit? Because by doing that indexation, your cost is going up. Cost goes up, gain comes down. Gain comes down, tax comes down. So obviously it is a benefit. Indexation benefit is only for what beta? Long term. Except bonds and debentures. Other than capital indexed bonds given by the government, sovereign gold bonds which are issued by RBI. Sovereign gold bonds which are issued by whom, sir? RBI. इसका मतलब क्या समझ में आपको? सोवरेन गोल्ड बॉन्ड्स को इंडेक्सेशन मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा? हाँ मिलेगा. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड प्रॉपरली. फॉर बॉन्ड्स एंड डिवेंचर्स वी वोंट गेट, अदर देन दिस टू, मतलब ये दोनों को मिलेगा. अरे माइनस इंटू माइनस. हाँ वंडरफुल, गुड. Sir, I strongly believe that we are getting clarity on this point, everybody. Kindly please reply everyone. All of us? Good. Now I have a question. Think properly and tell me. Okay? Sir, there is one person, Mr. A. He purchased land and building. Okay, but before that, I'll tell one point, then we'll go there. Sir, there is some important date in income tax known as 1/4/2001, which says that if asset is acquired, if asset is what beta? Acquired before 1/4/2001. Come on beta, what is the language? If asset is acquired when? Before 1/4/2001, then original cost or fair market value on 1/4/2001, whichever is higher, is considered. समझ में आ रहा ना बेटा? चलो repeat again. First point I wrote. If asset is acquired when? Before 1/4/2001, then original cost or fair market value, whichever is higher, is considered. But one important point to be noted here. In case of land and building, stamp duty value is considered. याद है ना बेटा? दिव्या, अपने क्लास के टाइम पे एग्जाम में अपन मार्केट वैल्यू लिए थे, स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू छोड़ के. याद है? एक मार्क क्रेडिट हो गया था उसके वजह से. क्या हो गई? Is that clear with this point, everybody? So if asset is acquired when? Before 1/4/2001, we'll take what? Original cost of fair market value, whichever is higher. Higher लेंगे तो अच्छा है या अच्छा नहीं है? अच्छा है, good, it's a benefit man, enjoy. Next, improvement cost. What cost beta? Improvement cost before 1/4/2001 is completely ignored. Come on, what is that line they wrote, sir? Improvement cost before beta? Before 1/4/2001. What did they say? Is completely what? Ignored. Sir, are we clear with this? Can you read out the first point once again? If asset is acquired before 1/4/2001, then original cost or fair market value 1/4/2001, whichever is higher, is considered. And in case of land and building, what is considered? Stamp duty value is considered. Next point, what did I say? Improvement cost before 1/4/2001 is completely ignored. ये डेट का इंपॉर्टेंस पता चलेगा सबको? Everybody, sir. Now, before I proceed, एक बार ना इसमें दिया ना मैंने 74. Shit. इंडेक्स नंबर्स है क्या बेटा आपके पास? इंडेक्स नंबर्स उसमें नहीं है ना? है क्या? मस्त है यार, ये कुछ भी बोल, एप्पल एप्पल ही है. चलो कौन सा सिलेक्ट करेंगे? रुको जरा. Come on, don't waste your time. Keep writing one question. Keep writing one question. Come on. सर ये दिख रहा है कि इंडेक्स नंबर्स 2223 इज व्हाट 331. ऐसे इंडेक्स नंबर्स है सर. 100 से स्टार्ट हुए थे. कब से स्टार्ट हुआ है? 100. करेक्ट नो? गाइस प्लीज रिप्लाई. 2001, 2002. Can we go ahead? Please start. I'll give a question. Please write. Mr. X purchased a building. Mr. X purchased a building on Mr. X purchased a building on Mr. X purchased a building on 10/10/2010. 10/10/2010 for 60 lakhs. 60 lakhs. Full stop. He incurred. Full stop. He incurred improvement cost. He incurred what beta? Improvement cost of. He incurred improvement cost of. Purchase cost क्या बोला मैंने? हाँ, incurred improvement cost of 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs on 10/10/2018. 10/10/2018. Full stop. नाम क्या है उसका? X. Continue. Next line add on. Mr. X entered into an agreement. Mr. X entered into an agreement. Mr. X entered into an agreement to sell the property to Mr. Y. Mr. X entered into an agreement to sell the property to Mr. Y on 6/6/22. And Y paid advance of. क्या वैल्यू पे बोला मैंने? No, what value he entered agreement for? That I didn't tell, no. And he paid advance of 10 lakh, which was forfeited by X. Which was forfeited by X. Since Y did not fulfill the commitment. Since Y did not fulfill the commitment. समझ में आ रहा ना बेटा? Sir, I'll cover a lot of concepts in the question. Full stop. Subsequently, X entered into agreement. Subsequently, X entered into agreement with Z. X entered into agreement with Z on 10/10/22. On 10/10/22 to sell the property. To sell the property for 1.8 crores. For 1.8 8 crores. Full stop. Z paid advance of Z paid advance of 15 lakhs on agreement date. 15 lakhs on agreement date by RTGS. Full stop. Stamp duty value. Stamp duty value. On 10/10/22 is, what is the selling price? 1.8 CR is 2 crores. Stamp duty value is 2 crores. On agreement date, I don't know. On 10/10, no. Full stop. Continue. Registration is done. Registration is done on. Registration is done on 10th March 23. Registration is done on 10th March 23. Full stop. SDV on 10th March 23 on 10th March 23 is 2.3 crores. Right below. Mr. X paid brokerage of Mr. X paid brokerage of 5% of sale value. He paid brokerage of 5% of sale value to the agent. To the agent. Below rate. Determine tax implications. Determine tax implications in the hands of X, in the hands of X and Z. Full stop. Also determine TDS implications. Also determine TDS implications, if any. सोचो, समझो, फिर करो. Do it, guys, do it. 2 minutes you want? 3 minutes. कम से कम. Do it quick, come on. Yes, Mr. Aditya Jadhav. What is your answer? Doing, sir. How long will you do, sir? कितनी देर वेट करना है यार? हाँ जी, आंसर जी. ऑनलाइन क्या कर रहे बड़े लोग? पुनीत, प्रवीण, नित्या, राहुल, राजनंदिनी, क्या कर रहे बेटा? जवाब दो. नवनाथ, वैष्णवी, आंसर तो नहीं आ रहे. क्विक. क्या दिव्या, कैप्टन गेम तो आपका फेवरेट टॉपिक है. दोस्त कर रहा है क्या? Online students are telling answer and writing below. I think. I think क्या होता मेरे भाई? Indexation of 2018. दिख रहा है ना? और थोड़ा. हाँ? Ten 11 is 167. सर क्या हुआ बेटा, इतनी देर कर रहे क्या? चलो बोलो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर टॉकिंग द हैंड्स ऑफ होम. एक्स, जेड. जेड का क्या है बेटा? व्हाट इज परचेज प्राइस फॉर जेड? अच्छा, जेड का करें नहीं आप. ठीक है, पहले एक्स का बात कर लेंगे. ठीक है ना? ठीक है. ओके ओके माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, नो प्रॉब्लम. व्हाट इज द फुल वैल्यू ऑफ कंसिडरेशन? व्हाट इज द फुल वैल्यू ऑफ कंसिडरेशन? वो ले लूं क्या फिगर? 1.8 से ले लूं क्या? 2 crores. क्यों? Section 50C. If selling price is less than stamp duty value is deemed to be selling price. अगर डिफरेंस 10% के नीचे है तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये पढ़ा है तो आपको ऑलरेडी मैंने, पर 10% के ऊपर है ना ये 1.8 करोड़ 10% कितना है? 18 lakhs. 18 लाख मतलब कितना होता है? 198. ये कितना है? 2 करोड़ से हाँ? अरे अग्रीमेंट डेट पे कितना है? 2 करोड़ ही है ना? अग्रीमेंट डेट पे 2 करोड़ है ना? रजिस्ट्रेशन डेट पे कितना है? 2.3. But I've taken 2 crores because advance is paid on or before the date of agreement by account pay check, account pay draft or online transfer. पढ़ा था, याद है ना बेटा? 2.3 की जगह 2 करोड़ हमने इसीलिए लिया because advance is paid on or before the date of agreement and I clearly told by क्या बोला था मैंने? RTGS. तो ऑनलाइन ट्रांसफर हो गया ना बेटा? Condition satisfied? No, my dear friends. And once condition is satisfied, we will not take stamp duty value on registration date. We will take stamp duty value on agreement date. बेटा समझ में आ रहा है क्या? अरे वो तो मंजुला जयशाह का इंडेक्सेशन फ्रॉम प्रीवियस ओनर, वो अलग ही कहानी है. उधर तक मैं पहुंचा ही नहीं अभी तक, कॉन्सेप्ट उधर तक आया ही नहीं, वो नेक्स्ट आऊंगा मैं. सर समझ में आया ना बेटा? अरे वो तो अलग ही कहानी है ना. 50C का उसका कोई लेना देना ही नहीं सेशन. अरे 10% में कंपेयर विद सेलिंग प्राइस. डन सर, क्लियर है? दिव्या क्या किया आप? 2 crores. रॉकिंग रॉकिंग. एक्सपेंसेस ऑन ट्रांसफर कितना है? 9 lakhs. ग्रेट पीपल ऑनलाइन आर डूइंग 10 lakhs सीधा. 5% they are doing on 2 crores. Nonsense. I clearly told 5% on sale price. बहुत सोच समझ के क्वेश्चन दिया भाई, टाइम पास के लिए नहीं दिया मैंने. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? मैं क्वेश्चन दूंगा मतलब कुछ तो पर्पस से ही दूंगा मैं, वैसे ही टाइम पास के लिए मैं करता ही नहीं है काम. समझे नित्या जी? MP people, big people, understood or not? Good. Sir, clear, no? Good. And the question, my dear friends, if you observe, they also give something called advance money forfeited. Speak out. Whatever advance is forfeited, क्या करेंगे बेटा? Directly tax under income from other sources. 10 lakh. Because of section 56(2)(9. 10 नहीं है मेरे भाई, 9. 10 is gift. तो 10 के अलावा कोई दूसरा बोलते तो मैं रिएक्ट नहीं करता था. 10 बोलते मुझे गुस्सा आया. वो 10 तो गिफ्ट का है भाई, वो कैसा बोल सकते? गिफ्ट है यार, गिफ्ट. इंडिया में कोई रहता क्या जिसको गिफ्ट पसंद नहीं है? अंजलि, क्लियर नो? सर व्हाई इज इट टैक्स्ड अदर सोर्सेस? बिकॉज इट इज ऑनर आफ्टर 1/4/2014. समझ रहे क्या क्वेश्चन? बहुत डेप्थ है. नेक्स्ट, what is net sale consideration? 1 crore less index cost of acquisition. बोलो कैसा निकालेंगे? 60 lakhs into 331. 317 क्यों है मेरे भाई? कौन सा डेट दिया मैंने? ओहो हो. क्या हुआ सर? जानवी जी क्या करें आप? हाँ 331 डिवाइडेड बाई दिव्या क्या करें आप? बराबर करें. बोलो फिगर बोलो. 1 crore 18 lakhs 216 लेस इंडेक्स कॉस्ट ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट. कितना इंप्रूवमेंट? हाँ 20 lakhs into 280. $48, $43. This is my long-term capital gain. Apart from this, in the hands of Z, what will happen is income from other sources, 20 lakh. Because of section 56 to 10. समझे क्या बेटा? And my dear friends, this person Z, who is a buyer, he should also do something called TDS under section 194 IA at the rate of 1%. उधर भी सेम कॉन्सेप्ट है ना, अग्रीमेंट डेट से पहले कुछ दिए तो अग्रीमेंट का ही लेंगे. So getting clarity everybody? ये कुछ सुना सर का है क्या? Buyer will do 2 days at the rate of 1% if the property value is more than 50 lakh. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा. सुनो एक सेकंड, कोई नहीं लिखेगा. 1 minute. Buyer will do 1% TDS, no? So speak out. When I'm saying that buyer will do 1% TDS, he will do 1% TDS on which figure? ये पागल हो गए क्या? 1.8 crores. Amendment is already made, which already told you in the class also in regular batch. TDS done at 1% on actual selling price or stamp duty value, whichever is higher. So we'll do on 2 crores. समझ में आ रहा क्या बेटा? सर एक मिनट. Sorry to interrupt. I know you are writing, but I'll open that. Hold on. सर देखो ना, so see here, read this point, come on. Please concentrate. TDS under which section? 194 IA. Transfer of immovable property other than what? That means rural agricultural land. Urban है तो कैसे भी taxable है? Buyer is resident, seller is a resident. He will do TDS at the rate of what? 1% of the consideration or the stamp duty value, whichever is higher. This question is covered from all the angles. And I'm pretty sure we enjoyed this question. Huh? ठीक है. Sir, I hope we are clear with this now, everybody. Speak out, my dear friends. Everyone. Done. Online guys, please check your answer, please. Brilliant. Sir, done no? Friends, please reply, come on. All of us, chalo done. Now listen next point. I'll teach 1-2 more concepts, then we can solve 1-2 more questions. So know the answer. Sir, carefully listen. Sir, there is one person, Shiva Teja's father. Okay? He gifted one. याद आ गया ना? He gifted one property to Shiva Teja. When he is giving gift, will capital gains come? Bol. Will IFOS come? Why? Relative. Why will IFOS come? दोस्तों, yes or no, my dear friends? But listen. Shiva Teja's father purchased on 10/10/2010 and he gifted the property to me on 10/10/21 and he purchased it for 10 lakhs and I sold it on 10/10/22 for 1 crore. अरे 10-12 साल बात है, इतना तो होता ही ना यार. So speak out. My first question to you: is it long term or short term? That's my first basic question. For your father, long term. क्या बात कर रहा है भाई? कैप्टन एंड कंपटीशन किसके हाथ में करेंगे? तो फिर कंपटीशन मेरे हाथ में ही होगा ना सर. कंपटीशन तो मैं ही करूंगा ना. फुल वैल्यू ऑफ कंसिडरेशन क्या है? 1 करोड़. एक्सपेंसेस अज्यूम करो नील. लेस इंडेक्स कॉस्ट करना है या कॉस्ट करना है? इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन वेदर लॉन्ग टर्म और शॉर्ट टर्म. नो, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम आस्किंग. लॉन्ग टर्म है शॉर्ट टर्म है? स्पीक आउट. Clearly it is a long term. Other words, period of holding of the previous owner is also included. सुना सर का है ना? What is the language I told sir? Period of holding of previous owner is what beta? Is included. Now next question to me. Next question to you. Listen. Next second सुन लो ना, बाद में लिख लो. 1 minute सुन लो, please. Now tell me, for Shiva Teja, what is the cost of acquisition of asset? 0. अब बोलो, कैप्टन के वर्क में क्या करूं मैं? लॉन्ग टर्म ही है ना बेटा दोस्तों? लॉन्ग टर्म ही है ना? तो लॉन्ग टर्म मतलब इंडेक्स कॉस्ट तो करना ही है ना. हाँ, कॉस्ट कितना है? कैसा लिया? 10 lakhs. Wonderful. This 10 lakh is considered because 10 lakhs is the cost to which owner, sir? Exactly. Cost to previous owner. Section 49(1). Cost of acquisition will be taken as cost to what owner, my dear friends? Previous owner. Sir, yes or no? So to decide whether long term or short term, we are going back to previous owner. To check the cost, we are going back to previous owner into CII in the year of transfer. 331 here divided by CII of which year? (21, 22) या 10, 11? 21, 22. This is as per Income Tax Act. समझे क्या बेटा? याद आ रहा क्या कुछ? Speak out, my dear friends. But there is one. दिख रहा है ना? Bombay High Court ruling. But even though it's Bombay High Court ruling, it's very popular in the entire country. So even today, Bombay High Court is still called Bombay High Court only. We don't call Mumbai High Court. Sir. Everybody, come on. Bombay High Court ruling, my dear friends, in one case law called Srimati Manjula J. Shah. Don't ever write the word Manju. She's not our girlfriend, no? Respect. Very elderly lady. J. अच्छा, श्रीमती मंजुला J. Shah. ऑनलाइन में कोई बोल रहा है मंजू. Come on. Srimati Manjula J. Shah ki ruling says take 10 lakh into 331 divided by CII of 10/11. Now tell me guys, is Manjula beneficial? I'm sorry. Is Manjula ruling beneficial? Is Manjula ruling beneficial? How is it beneficial? Beneficial because he is telling cost indexation you take from when previous owner acquired the asset. When you are going back to the previous owner, your denominator will come down. Denominator comes down, cost goes up. Cost goes up, gain comes down. Gain comes down, tax comes down. Manjula is fantastic. Student is asking, sir, exam में क्या follow करना है? मंजुला को follow करना है? इनकम टैक्स एक्ट को follow करना है? आपकी मर्जी. कुछ भी करोगे फिर भी मार्क्स आएगा. अगर मंजुला follow कर रहे तो नोट लिखो. स्टूडेंट इज आस्किंग, सो प्रैक्टिकल आप क्या फॉलो करते? ऑब्वियसली मंजुला जेशा, टैक्स कम आएगा ना बेटा? अरे यस और नो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स? स्पीक आउट एवरीवन. I'll tell I'll tell 2 lines. Please write this. In case of transactions, in case of transactions which are not regarded as transfer, in case of transactions which are not regarded as transfer, in case of what beta? Transactions which are not regarded as transfer, and such capital asset is subsequently transferred, and such capital asset is subsequently transferred by the recipient, then such capital asset is subsequently transferred by the recipient. सर समझ गए ना बेटा? सर शिवा को पापा से मिला है, then son is transferring again. Getting the point? No? Then the following points are to be noted. 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 Number 1. Number 1. In order to decide what beta? Decide long term or short term. In order to decide long term or short term. In order to decide long term or short term, comma, period of holding, of previous owner, is what beta? Period of holding of previous owner is considered. It's clear, no? Period of previous owner is considered. Second point. As per section 49(1), as per section 49(1), cost to previous owner is considered. As per section 49(1), cost to previous owner is considered. As per section 49(1), cost to previous owner is considered. Correct, no? Next point. Indexation is to be claimed from the year in which from the year in which assessee acquired the asset. Indexation is to be claimed from the year in which assessee acquired the asset. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा? Full stop. However, comma, Bombay High Court in the case of Srimati Manjula J. Shah, Bombay High Court in the case of Srimati Manjula J. Shah has held that indexation can be claimed from the year in which previous owner acquired the asset. Indexation can be claimed from the year in which previous owner acquired the asset. सबको कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है? अब ले लो एग्जांपल. वो लैंग्वेज पूरा क्लियर है ना सबको? Very, very important language. Sir, 1 second, sorry to interrupt. Let me tell you, there is a strong reason why I made you write that point. Because imagine there is a HUF which has given asset to the member. Law is telling it is not regarded as transfer. Tomorrow if member sold the property, again same story will come. Next situation, there is X Limited. Itna क्यों? Amalgamated company, X Limited. It got merged with Y Limited. तो ये बंद हो गया. इधर का assets पूरे इधर ट्रांसफर हो गए. अब कल के दिन ये बेचेगा, Y के लिए कॉस्ट क्या होगा? कॉस्ट टू X. लॉन्ग टर्म शॉर्ट टर्म बोलेंगे, क्या देखेंगे? X का भी पीरियड ऑफ होल्डिंग देखेंगे. इंडेक्सेशन कब से लेंगे? Y जब लिया तब से लेंगे. बट मंजुला फॉलो करेंगे तो X जब से लिया तब से लेंगे. तो मतलब मैं जब को 2-3 पॉइंट लिखाया, बहुत सारे केसेस को एप्लीकेबल है वो. करेक्ट है ना बेटा? One more example I'll give. Imagine Shiva Teja has got shares in Adani Limited. Correct? No. Adani Limited, assume for a second, got merged with ABC Limited. Now these shares will come. Tomorrow when Shiva Teja is selling shares of ABC Limited, what is the cost of shares of ABC? Cost of shares of Adani Limited. What is the period of holding of ABC? Adani plus ABC. Correct? No? Indexation. From ABC if I follow Act, Manjula if I follow Adani. सर केस समझ आ रहा है क्या? ये सब केसेस को यही कॉन्सेप्ट है. Done. Now take it. सब डबल हो गया, सब डबल हो गया, वो भी डबल, अपना भी डबल, सब डबल डबल. नेक्स्ट टाइम इंटू 4, इंटू 2 नहीं, इंटू 4 करेंगे. क्या हुआ? दिया क्या बोल रहे? ऑब्वियसली. डन. कैन आई प्रोसीड? आपका हो गया तो मैं प्रोसीड करूंगा. क्वेश्चन दो क्या? राइट. मिस्टर मिस्टर राज. हाँ हाँ, आर राजकुमार. ओके. मिस्टर राज परचेस्ड. क्या बोला वो राज? कौन है वो? अरे हेटमैन. आई अंडरस्टूड. अंडरस्टूड. क्या बोल रहे हो? ठीक है. What did I say, Mr. Raj? Purchased shares of ABC Private Limited. Mr. Raj purchased shares of ABC Private Limited on 10/10/2006. 1,000 shares at 70 per share. Okay, no? He received bonus shares of 500 shares. He received bonus shares of what, beta? 500 shares on 10/10/2010. He sold entire 1,500 shares at 250 per share on 10/10/22. On 10/10/22. क्वेश्चन समझ गया ना? डिटरमाइन टैक्स लाइबिलिटी. Determine tax liability. Determine tax liability assuming age is 34. 34. Yes, beta. कौन से साल का चाहिए आपको? चलो डन. चलो, what is the full value of consideration? 3 lakhs less expense कितना है बेटा? Nil. Next, net sale consideration 3 lakhs less index cost of acquisition कितना है? 1000 shares into, so let me directly do it. 70,000 into 122. बोनस शेयर्स का क्या सीन है? नील. बोनस शेयर्स का कॉस्ट क्या रहता है भाई? हाँ, कितना है इसका कॉस्ट? 18918. बैलेंस 082. And question, what did I ask? Tax liability. When I asked tax liability in the question, इसका मतलब क्या है बेटा? इसके पास कुछ और इनकम है नहीं. बोलो. Tax liability will be nil because we can adjust basic exemption limit towards this income. याद है ना फर्स्ट चैप्टर में? That concept is called shifting. The base exemption which you did not utilize, you can use it for 112 or 112A, or you can use it for 111A. तीनों में से किसको भी यूज कर सकते हैं आप, बट प्रेफरेबली 112 को यूज करेंगे क्योंकि टैक्स 20% है उधर. आई थिंक द क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. पक्का? एक और क्वेश्चन दूंगा यार, प्रैक्टिस चाहिए थोड़ा. दे दूं क्या? पक्का? कैन आई स्टार्ट? Write down. Mr. X purchased a property on 10/10/1999 for 40 lakhs. Fair market value on 1/4/2001 is 50 lakh. Stamp duty value on 1/4/2001 is 60 lakh. He has constructed additional floor. Come on, what he constructed, sir? Additional floor on 6/6/2006 for 15 lakhs. ठीक है ना बेटा? दोस्तों, he sold the property to Mr. A on 6/6/22 for 2 crores. Stamp duty value 2 crores 10 lakh. determine tax and TDS implications. Determine tax and TDS what बेटा implications. ठीक है ना? चाहे छोटा चेंज, ये 2 crore 10 2 crore है ना, इसको 3 crore और 3 crore 10 कर दो, लॉस आ सकता है तो समझ गए ना? हाँ. So are we clear with this point, everybody? Come on, हो गया क्या? या भी कर रहे हैं आप लोग? ऑनलाइन में कुछ आंसर आ गया. क्या आंसर बेटा दिव्या? संस्कृति हो गया क्या? लास्ट 1 minute प्लीज, क्विक. दोस्तों हो गया क्या? चलो बेटा, फुल वैल्यू ऑफ कंसिडरेशन क्या फिगर लेंगे? 310 नहीं लेंगे क्या? Exactly, it does not exceed 10%. Less what? Expenses on transfer other than STT, nil. Net sale consideration, 3 crores. Less index cost of acquisition. क्या करेंगे बेटा? Very good, 60 lakh. For land and building, we always take stamp duty value. आपको पता है तो ऑलरेडी ये चीज में कर दिया बराबर. इंटू 331 डिवाइडेड बाई 100, 1 crore 98 lakhs लेस इंडेक्स कॉस्ट ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट कितना है बेटा? 15 lakh इंटू 122 कितना है? 672. 60,70,328. ऑनलाइन चेक कर लो भाई आंसर्स तुम्हारा. उमेश वैष्णवी गलत आंसर से देख चेक कर लो प्लीज. कम ऑन नेक्स्ट. ये कहानी हो गया. अभी बोलो टीडीएस का क्या सीन है बॉस? टीडीएस विल कम अंडर सेक्शन 184 आइए एट द रेट ऑफ 1% ऑन 3 crore 10 lakh. उसमें 10% वाला लॉजिक क्या है यार? टीडीएस इज टू बी डन ऑन व्हाट वैल्यू? सेल वैल्यू और स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू, व्हिचएवर इज हायर. इधर 10% कुछ है क्या? 10% वाला तो 150 सी उसके लिए. अरे पूछा ना यार. अरे टैक्स एंड टीडीएस इम्प्लीकेशन, जब भी एग्जाम में इम्प्लीकेशन पूछते हैं तो आप इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि टैक्स कैलकुलेट करो. इम्प्लीकेशन मींस टैक्सेबल है या नहीं है, बस. समटाइम्स आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन डिटरमाइन टैक्सेबिलिटी, मतलब टैक्स नहीं है वो, जस्ट टैक्सेबल है या नहीं है. सेम में इम्प्लीकेशन मतलब वही है. ओके नो प्रॉब्लम. सर समझ में आ रहा ना बेटा? सर पक्का गेटिंग क्लैरिटी ऑन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट एवरीबॉडी? चलो बताओ व्हाट इज सेक्शन 45(1)? गाइस 45(1) charitable section for capital gains, correct? No. 214 capital asset. 247 there is something called 47 transaction which are not regarded as transfer. इसमें रखने का कोई कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है. amalgamation it's not a transfer, merger it's not a transfer, gift it's not a transfer, converting debentures into bonds. I've taken some redeemable debentures, convertible debentures पता है ना? तो डिबेंचर शेयर्स कन्वर्ट हो गए, टैक्स भरना क्या? तो फिर समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा? दैट्स नॉट रिगार्ड एज ट्रांसफर. 48 कंप्यूटेशन पढ़े ना हम लोग, एफईसी लेस एक्सपेंसेस नेट सेल कंसिडरेशन, दैट्स कॉल्ड कंप्यूटेशन. 49(1) कॉस्ट टू प्रीवियस ओनर. 50C स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू in case of land and building. Now there is something called 50CA which talks about unquoted shares. Unquoted matlab unlisted shares. If selling price is less than fair market value, fair market value is deemed to be selling price. How to determine fair market value? CA final. समझ में आ रहा क्या? 50D सुन लो. If selling price is not determinable, मतलब ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ, टैक्स भरना है पर मालूम नहीं पड़ रहा सेलिंग प्राइस क्या है, देन लॉ इज टेलिंग फेयर मार्केट वैल्यू इज डीम्ड टू बी सेलिंग प्राइस. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा दोस्तों? सो व्हाट इज सेक्शन 45(1)? चार बड़े सेक्शन 214 247 47 transaction which are not transfer. 48 computation mechanism. 49(1) cost to previous owner. Cost to previous owner. 50C stamp duty value in case of land and building. 50 CA, unquoted shares. If selling price is less than fair market value is deemed to be selling price. 50D, if selling price is not determinable, fair market value is deemed to be selling price. दोस्तों समझ में आ रहा है ना आपको कॉन्सेप्ट? पक्का क्लियर? श्योर? नो डाउट अबाउट इट? क्लियर? कम ऑन. What is the difference in long term and short term? Taxability. That means tax rate is different. Second, computation is different. Computation में फर्क किधर आ रहा है? Indexation. But in two cases, indexation is not allowed. Bonds and debentures. So for bonds and debentures, even though they are long term, what is that word I told? Even though they are long term, still we cannot take indexation. Are we getting clarity? In case of bonds and debentures, indexation is not allowed even though they are long term. Are we clear with this? Everybody, pakka, my dear friends. All of us. Now listen to one special point carefully. Sir, we learnt about something called 1/4/2001. इसका importance क्या है बेटा? दो चीजें पढ़ा है मैंने आपको. एक तो improvement cost before 2001 is ignored. दूसरा, if asset is acquired before and before 2001, we will take original cost of market value whichever is higher. But for land and building, we will take stamp duty value. Correct, no? Now listen. What is section 112A, sir? Long-term capital and sale of equity shares, units of equity-oriented mutual fund, business trust through recurring stock, STT is paid. Correct, no? In fact, once upon a time, this was exempt. They made it taxable only in 2018 for the first time. That's why what they told is, if they are sold before 1st February 2018, 31st Jan भी बोलते हैं लोग, 31st Jan बोलेंगे तो 31st Jan भी हो सकता है ना उसके लिए. Sir, everybody, then what law is telling is that number one, take original cost. Number two, lower of fair market value on 31st Jan 2018. Second one, FEC. What is FEC? ये दोनों में whichever is higher will become your cost of acquisition. अपन में ऐसे थे एक टाइम पे, इतना नहीं था. ठीक है. So getting clarity, everybody? Original cost or lower of what? Fair market value on 31st Jan 2018 or full value of what, my dear friends? Consideration. दोस्तों, and in 112A, my dear friends, indexation is not allowed. Common sense की बात है. क्यों? मेरे भाई आप पे कर रहे 10%, उसमें तेरे को इंडेक्सेशन में होना क्या? नो रिबेट अंडर सेक्शन 87A, वो भी नहीं आता. And tax is at the rate of 10% on what, beta? Amount exceeding what, my dear friends? 1 lakh. I'm sure we are getting clarity, everybody. Pakka clear with this? Friends, please reply. That's about 112A. Okay? We'll call off for today. Balance will complete tomorrow. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care. See you tomorrow.